You're listening to the Bring the Thunder podcast, a podcast by fans for fans.
Yes, you are indeed, and welcome back to the Bring the Thunder podcast. I'm here with Jack tonight. OKC takes down the Golden State Warriors in Golden State, 124-112. Box score rundown real quick. 38 for Shea on 13 of 21. 5 out of 6 from deep. His three-point shot is becoming something special, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if he could patent down a 40% three-point shot consistently, it's going to be really hard for teams to beat us. J-Dub goes for 22 and 6, shot the ball pretty well. Still doesn't have his three-point shot going. He went 9 of 16, 0 for 4 from deep, but he looked very good, very explosive. Chet goes for 21 and 8. AJ Mitchell, 10 points. Aaron Wiggins, 11 points. For the Golden State Warriors, a lot of fight out of their team tonight. Pat Spencer, 17 off the bench. Brandon Podziemski goes for 17. Draymond, 13, 9 and 4 with a couple, like 3 threes. Buddy Hield played well. Gary Payton played well. They had a lot of fight in this game, and we'll start off here in the first half. OKC came out strong, looked pretty fresh. Won the first quarter by 6. Won the second quarter by 13. Was up by 19 going into halftime, and then the Warriors came out in that third quarter and really just they were hitting everything in that third quarter. Put up 44 points. OKC couldn't stop a thing. Outscored OKC in that third quarter, 44-28. OKC didn't rebound well in that quarter as well. And then obviously when it was time to win, Shea came back in the fourth quarter. And I'm fairly sure, I'll double check, but I don't think he missed a shot in the fourth quarter. He might have missed one. But it was quite the game. It was a really fun game, to be honest. It's good to see our players play in the fourth quarter, but I'll swing it to Jack here first. Your thoughts on the game, Jack, and your thoughts on the first half versus the second half.
First off, we were like a well-oiled machine, and then second half it got sloppy and just can't happen. Then again, when is Pat Spencer ever going to go for 17 points again? Gary Payton making threes, Draymond Green pull-up threes. Like,
yeah,
it's got to the point that we can expect this because every random role player that doesn't get minutes or is having a terrible season will have a great game against us for whatever reason. But great adversity to push through and get the win and improve to 21-1. Even like nothing's going our way at the moment in terms of oppositions, and I mean these teams are just like going crazy. But it is what it is, and we still win. So, and that is without 3 of our premium defenders in Dort, Caruso, and Hartenstein. So,
right,
I think we did a pretty good job tonight of weathering the storm and fighting back.
Just an exceptional game out of SG. I want to get to this comment by Unk here real quick. One of our members said point spread was 11.5. How would you like to have some money on that one way or the other? Yeah, it's funny how the NBA works, right? OKC goes up by 20, loses the lead, and then just somehow at the end covers by half a point. That's how the NBA works, Unk. But yeah, good point there. And then Chuck from the 904. Yeah, Chuck, I'm at the East Coast myself right now. Nice 1:45 in the morning. Very nice, very fun. But it was a great OKC win. Let me point out SGA, though, Jack. I was mentioning when you dipped out really quick earlier, 5 of 6 from deep. His three-point shot looks beautiful. Beautiful three-point shot. Super confident in his shooting ability now. Jack, what happens if he shoots a consistent 40+% for the rest of the year?
What doesn't happen? I mean, like, that's a championship MVP. We're running it back. Like, Shea with the three-point shot is dangerous because that's the only thing that he's semi-inconsistent with. And yeah, the way he was confident, like he'd just walk over halfway, couple dribbles, tween, sidestep, bang. Like, if he's doing that, then it's going to be impossible to guard him because at the moment you can kind of step back a little bit and because he's going to kill you inside the three-point line. But if he's killing you outside the three-point line, then you might as well just forfeit the game, double team, try something else, but you won't be able to guard him one-on-one.
The one thing about SGA, can you please just start making those damn free throws? We won a 50, 40, 90 season, and the three-point shots going crazy right now, but those damn free throws. I mean, he's still shooting 7 of 10, but he's a 90% free throw shooter, and we all know it. Yeah, Remix, absolutely. His shot looks like butter. It's unbelievable right now. I hope he can stay in the groove for the rest of the year. Let's talk about J-Dub. To me, looks very good. Definitely the best two-way player in the league to me now. once he gets full, back into the swing of things with his 3-point shot and his mid range as well, he looks like he's going to be one of the better players in the NBA. He's super consistent with the way he plays, really good effort on defense, gets to the mid range, gets to the rim. Didn't want to call fouls for him tonight, which has been a thing over his career, but he'll get them. I mean, he got them in the finals in the playoffs last year. 22-6 in his third game back off of a double wrist surgery. He looks really good, Jack.
Mm-hmm. Hit the ground running. I mean, he's just implemented him straight into the momentum that we've had, but I think he's had a great way of integrating himself back into the team. A lot of people said that when he came back, we'd be bad or worse than we were because we wouldn't know how to play with him, or he'd disrupt our momentum, but it's been quite the opposite, really.
Yeah, Indy. I mean, we feel special every time you comment, but muting Seinfeld reruns right now is unbelievable. Like that means a lot because it's a great show, and we really appreciate that, Indy. Moving on to Unk real quick. Yeah, Unk, he looked really good. And then Vincent. That's a really tough question, but we're absolutely starting Indy Sports and we're cutting Joe de Blasio's mustache right now, but it's going to be on the bench very soon. Don't worry. But back to the game here. Outside of those two guys, Chet had a wonderful game. In the preview, Gabe and I, when we were doing our betting picks, we said tonight was going to be a tough game to predict. We both agreed that the play of the day was Chet over 16.5, and he gets 21 in 30 minutes.
Easy.
Outstanding game from him. 8 of 12 from the field, 8 rebounds, and a block. Other than that, Jack, I mean, we just played very well offensively. I think we slacked in the third quarter. I think we were just going to run through them, especially with Jimmy Butler going out with the knee soreness at halftime there. But we were able to come back in the fourth quarter and just rein it together and looked like the Oklahoma City Thunder again.
Yeah, I did want to touch on Jimmy because I remember seeing a report that he was telling the Warriors front office to make some moves and get into it to make them a competitive team. I think he just needs to start playing like he's meant to because they traded so much for him and they're relying on him, but he's not been that good. I mean, in the limited 15 minutes he had today, he shot 2 for 7 from the field and was a negative 13. So that's always interesting to see. But yeah, I thought I'd touch on that really quick. And then the second thing I wanted to talk about was I think the closing lineup tonight was perfect. AJ Mitchell didn't come in until the fourth minute mark of the fourth quarter, and I was worried that he wasn't going to touch the floor, and I'd be ranting on this podcast again. But luckily he did, and I think Shea, AJ, Kaysen, Dub, and Chet was a perfect closing lineup, and that's why we could pull away for the 12-point victory. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Landon. Appreciate it, bro. I want to get to this comment. I'm not sure if this is a real question or a troll. I think it was all right. I mean, OKC absolutely shot. I think they shot 23 free throws as a team, so not a lot at all. The Warriors shot like 10, but they shot a 3 on like every possession. OKC outscored the Warriors in the paint by like 40 points tonight. So, it wasn't much to officiate tonight. It was just a whole lot of 3-point shooting, a lot of up and down, not a lot of defense, especially on the Warriors side of the ball. Landon's got a question in the chat. Do you think Pat Spencer is a really solid player or just a one-hit wonder, man? Because that stat line is just ridiculous against the greatest defense of all time. Well, it wasn't the greatest defense of all time tonight, and they especially are not the greatest defense of all time without Hartenstein, Caruso, and Lou Dort for sure. I think Spencer's a fine player. I think I like Cam Spencer on Memphis a little bit better, but I think he's a fine player.
Guess how many points Pat Spencer has had in the 4 games leading up to this one? Guess.
Like 2, 4?
7 in 4 games. Bad. And tonight, 17 points.
Yeah, that's how it goes, Especially, I mean,
that's a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, I was trying to be nice, Jack, but if you want to get there, yeah, probably just a one-hit wonderland.
I'm tired of these random scoring crazy on us.
Yeah, Spencer, 17. Also, shout out to Seth Curry killing us tonight with 14 of his own. Missed one shot tonight. Played very well. I did see something on the Golden State Warriors side that I did want to touch on a little bit here. Jonathan Kuminga played 16 minutes tonight, where they didn't have anybody playing for them outside of Draymond Green. Is it time for him to? I mean, they just got to trade him at this point because he's a decent player. He deserves a little bit better.
Yeah, him, Jimmy, and Moses Moody were pretty disappointing tonight. So it is quite interesting to see. But I don't know where they go, to be honest. But they don't really have the assets to get anything huge. Maybe they got to move Draymond at this point as well. But it's a bit of a headache over in Golden State, I can say, but glad Sam Presti's our GM.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Let's get to everyone's favorite segment of the night a little bit early here. It's called What the Hell is Jack Wearing? If you're new to the channel, Jack wears an OKC Thunder jersey after every win on a victory podcast. I am terribly bad at guessing who's the player. If you want to drop your guesses of what what player Jack is wearing tonight, go ahead, drop it in the comments while I think. I see a blue away jersey. Indy's already on it. Indy goes with Chet. I don't think it's Chet, Indy. I think it's Unk's got Dort in the chat. We got Lou Dort. We got a Chet. I'm not with either of those, to be honest. Vincent with Dennis Schroeder. I actually love that, but I don't think it's Dennis Schroeder. All right, Curry. No, I'm not going to go with any of those. I'm actually thinking, we got another one from Project Monster over here. We got AJ Mitchell. Landon goes with Lane Kiffin. Don't believe it's a Lane Kiffin jersey. But maybe. All right, it's time for me to guess.
What's a guess, sir?
I'm not with any of those. I'm with J-Dub tonight. And I know it's Jalen Williams tonight.
All right. I will reveal that I'm wearing an Aaron Wiggins jersey.
Aaron Wiggins.
It is.
Oh, my goodness, it's Aaron Wiggins.
Sorry to do this to all of you.
I'd like to shout out Remix here. Dennis Rodman, what a great shout. Great guess.
Maybe next time.
Where's Unk? I mean, I'm pretty sure Unk just guesses Wiggins every time. He goes with Dort tonight.
There you go, Dort tonight.
I feel like you have like a vendetta against Unk. Are you like trying to mess with him or something?
Yeah, we're on different pages, me and Unk. Like the first 8 games of the season, Wiggins, and then the first game he chooses a different one. I had Wiggins, but yeah.
Hey, he's not on. That's a crazy statement. All right, Aaron Wiggins saved basketball. He's Jack's favorite player. All right, that's how you're gonna say it. All right, let's get back to the show here a little bit, though. I know we're a little bit all over the place right here. Yeah, see, Project Monster saved basketball, bro. He's the best player of all time.
Mm-hmm. Yep, easily.
Landon needs a Adam Flagler birthday shout out. Yeah, happy birthday to Adam Flagler, bro. OKC legend, OKC champion. So that'll make Landon's night. Indy right here says, I knew Jack was wearing a jersey, so he's partially right. I mean, it is hard to tell he was wearing a jersey. Indy, I'm not going to lie. Indy, I appreciate you, man, making me laugh on this late night show here, man. Wow, they're coming after you, Jack. Mr. Speed Production says Wiggins is getting burned by Pat Spencer tonight.
Hey, well, the Pat Spencer legacy game happened, and no one could stop it. So, not even Wiggins, but we still won. Anyway,
all right,
back to the game. We saw a lot of Kendrick Williams and Jalen Williams power forward center minutes tonight. I wanted to know your thoughts on that, how we feel about that. Obviously, we probably won't see it when Hartenstein's back in the rotation, but it was interesting for some reason.
About J. Will?
Yeah, J. Will and Kenny at the 4 and 5.
Yeah, I think it was quite miserable tonight. Maybe not the best matchup because we know what J. Will could do when he has good matchups and comes into the game. He played fantastic against Jokic in the playoffs last year. I don't know. Tonight kind of just showed me that's insane. Okay, now I understand it's your boy. Like, what the hell? Anyway, yeah, I'm fully confident in J. Will still. Kenny Hustle's always going to get his minutes when the time is right. But games like this just show you that These comments are crazy. I'm sorry. Games like this just show you that like Isaiah Hartenstein is one of the most valuable players on this team, if not, top 2, top 3 most valuable. I mean, defensively, rebounding game, offensively, we need him. We need him back terribly. And hopefully he's only going to be out max 14 days from that notice, but I think it might be a little bit longer than that. But for right now, we're going to have to play him like that. We're going to have to rotate Chet in and out. He ended up playing 30 minutes tonight. It was really just under that. They put him back in the game with like 2 minutes left for, I don't know why, to be honest. But we're going to have to live with that. Right now, currently, we have no other options. Brandon Carlson played 3 minutes, knocked down a 3. But he can't see the floor right now the way he's been playing. So we're just going to have to ride it out. We're going to have to ride it out until we get our boys back. I mean, once we get Dort and Caruso back before Hartenstein, hopefully, that helps out the rebounding there too. Great defenders, and rebounders. So we're just going to have to throw them in.
And to shout out a rebounder who had a good game tonight, Isaiah Joe. Probably the loudest 9 points I've ever seen. Pretty timely buckets. And, he's a great rebounder as well off the bench. So it was great to see him. He had a pretty good game, I thought.
Yeah, Isaiah Joe played fantastic. Super confident this year, stepping into the game. First play, as he steps into the game, knocks down a 3. Like you said, some timely threes, and a very underrated rebounder. Isaiah Joe had 3 rebounds tonight, but he has had games in the past where he's had like 8 rebounds as a 3-point shooter. This comment by Project Monster here said we had some wonky schemes tonight. I mean, the game was wonky. It was one of those where I'm just happy we took home the win, covered the spread. I always say good teams win, great teams cover. So we finally get to do that. And just get back home on Friday. They get a couple days off here, which is nice. They get home, they play the Mavericks, who haven't been good at all. So a very good win. This game, when I was watching, I kind of had flashbacks to last year's game in San Antonio when they didn't have Wembanyama, and we lost that game. And then we also lost back-to-back. I'm forgetting. I think it was Dallas and San Antonio. But it's the difference this year. It's the difference on how good each player is getting, how good Chet's becoming, how good J-Dub's becoming, the depth of the bench, the confidence off the bench. We weren't going to lose this game. And we easily could have. The Golden State Warriors were rolling. They were rolling, but we locked in, slowed down the pace, gave the ball to Shea, and that was it.
Yeah, we're on a roll now. And to bring up this question, when do we think our next loss is coming?
Landon, why do you got to do that, Landon? Now I'm going to say it's coming like 20 games from now. We're going to lose like 2 in a row. But I'll answer the question. Looking at the schedule, Friday against Dallas. I'm going to say it here, and the fans are going to hate me for this, Landon. Terrible question, Landon. I say we lose in Utah Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I could see it with Keontae George, probably like 35-point game, Laurie 38.
Yep.
Yeah, could hear it.
That's exactly what's going to happen. If not, I mean, the Suns next Wednesday is going to be a tough game, especially if we're still injured. Suns played us hard the first game. Devin Booker did get
an NBA Cup game as well, right?
Yes, it is an NBA Cup game. Devin Booker did pick up a groin injury in LA. Didn't matter. They smoked the Lakers last night. Dylan Brooks looks amazing on both sides of the ball. He had like 38 points last night. They look really good. And they're really deep too. Colin Gillespie, point guard from Nova, long time like G Leaguer, off the bench. Found a home in Phoenix. He had 28 the other night. So, I mean, they're a very good team right now. And I'm surprised to say that, but I got to give them credit. Unk said that's definitely a possibility. Yeah, he agrees. See, I'm not that crazy. And then Remix said, if Keontae George has 0 for 8 and 8 turnovers again, no. If Keontae George is betting, then we'll win. But he played really good in the second game against Houston, so we'll see.
Yeah, he's having a pretty good year, like career year this year, apart from that one game. But they did look very Terry Rozier-esque, like pretty suspicious. But
with that being said, tonight was a really fun game. I had a lot of fun watching it, even though it's kind of frustrating at some points throughout the game. It's really important that we get these types of games and Shea comes in. I haven't seen Shea miss a shot in the clutch this year. Like, I just haven't. Like maybe a few come to mind. Every time he comes in the fourth quarter and it's a clutch game, he knocks down a three, he knocks down a three, he knocks down a step back, game's over. Every time. So getting this is really important for this team, especially for like J-Dub coming back off the injury to get his minutes in the clutch here. Can you talk to me about Shea's clutch factor this year? He's clearly going to be the clutch player of the year so far throughout the season.
We've always known it, I think. Like, he's always been, in our eyes, the clutchest player of the year. But we've just been too good. Like, this year is, I mean, last year we blew out every team by 20 points pretty much every game. So there wasn't the need for the clutch. And then back when we weren't really competing for a title, he was always getting game winners and making clutch shots. That's like the first thing I really remember about Shea was just how, like, AJ Mitchell reminds me a little bit of it, just how confident in the clutch he is, and he knows it's his time. Like, he doesn't tense up and he makes the shots. So I think it's more of we had more clutch games this year, which results in more clutch points and more opportunities, I guess. But yeah, he's
more opportunity and being prepared for the playoffs. You got to have those clutch games in the regular season. I promise you, it happened to the Warriors. You cannot coast through a regular season, winning by 30 every game and be ready for the playoffs, no matter how good you are. It just isn't a thing.
Yeah.
So these type of games are fun, really fun to see where the team's at, and they look better than ever, especially in the clutch time, which is really, really exciting as an Oklahoma City fan. Jack, I guess that's enough of tonight's game. Quick little recap. Let's preview the game in OKC on Friday. OKC's taking on the Dallas Mavericks. We're going to do a quick preview because we're going to have our preview up on Friday morning. But talk to me a little bit about Cooper Flagg. He's been on the come up. I think him being, without, I mean, AD has returned, but without the stars on that team, he's looking like he definitely is going to be a player and definitely deserved of the number one pick.
Yeah, he's a great player, but last time he played us, I believe he had 2 points. 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 from 9 from the field, 0 for 3 from the 3, and negative 20 plus minus. I think the Mavs will be I don't want to jinx us, but a pretty easy game. Anthony Davis is healthy as of present, but he might not be come Friday. But
right,
we can do it. Like, the one thing going into the game will have to be, once we get up, to keep the lead and keep the foot on the throat, because I think today we let up a little bit and we knew, we're the better team and we keep going, but then we just let them back in because we think the game's over. So we can't let that happen. And they have some players that could have a career game. Like, I could so see a Ryan Nembhard 33.11 assist kind of game.
He's coming off a 28-point game against Denver the other night. So
Jaden Hardy is the type of dude who would go for 20 against us. Caleb Martin is screaming a 20-point game against us. So I think we have to lock down these randoms. They don't really have a number one option at the moment, so we don't really have to worry about like a defensive scheme surrounded against one person. I think we just have to play solid defense all around. And I think tonight there was just some lapses, wide open laps under the hoop that just shouldn't have happened. So hopefully in these next couple of days we connect back on defense, and if they can't score, they can't win because this team already can't score. So
yeah, it's comment here says we should put Bell to S. I mean, I'm not gonna do a full preview here, and shout out Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, appreciate you, man. We'll see you. When are we releasing? What's tomorrow? We're releasing members only content this week. We're releasing our episode on Friday, so go check out the channel. Be ready for that. But I think Dallas is going to be a tough game on Friday. I really do. If Davis, like you said, he's healthy right now. If Davis plays on Friday and Flagg plays on Friday, and obviously we won't have Hartenstein, we lost a rebound matchup to the Golden State Warriors tonight, and they didn't have anybody. Their biggest guy was Quentin Post, and their second was Draymond Green. So it'll be a tough matchup on the inside. I think our guard should take over that game, but I wouldn't put it like I'm not. All the games while we're injured right now, they're not going to be easy. None of them are going to be easy. So we saw that tonight. Just got to rely on our best players to get us through this stretch. But with that being said, Jack, I mean, I don't want to preview that game too much because obviously we're going to do that on Friday. We can start wrapping up unless you have anything else.
I think that's all. Just a last comment. As long as we have Shea on the court, I'm pretty confident in our abilities to win a game. So no matter what the injuries, it'll be a closer game. But as our 21-1 record shows, no matter who's injured, as long as Shea's on the court, we will be a really, really good team.
So. Yeah, and shout out Landon for this another game. Shea played 33 minutes and didn't have a turnover. Super impressive player. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen,
that's the Chris Paul effect.
That is the Chris Paul effect. But
6'6" Chris Paul.
To everybody watching, we appreciate every single one of you for tuning in, commenting. If you are enjoying the content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn post notifications on, and go check out our premium memberships on the YouTube channel. We have a growing community right now that we appreciate everybody who has joined. The perks are amazing. We put out the best content we can for you guys every week. Indy's the best. Indy's the best, bro. Indy's one of our members. I think he was our first member, actually. Project Monster, we'll see you next game as well. But with that being said, we're going to wrap this up about 2:10 a.m. on the East Coast here. We'll see you guys. Well, you'll see us throughout the week with our episode and members-only episodes. Go check out the perks. I promise they're real fun. And, Jack, anything else?
I got nothing. I think you have something there.
Yeah, it's in the back of my head, and I was going to say something, but, I can't remember what it is. Thunder up, baby! Let's go! Have a good night, everybody.